want you to remember that no matter what, everyone else will want you to be. So.
That's beautiful.
So wait, so if I bring this thing down to this level...
Bye, Sean.
Come back. No.
Okay, what is this? All right.
Are there any questions that you don't want us to ask?
Let's definitely ask tons of questions about how I was depressed last year. That would be a great place to start, where you should ask questions.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
What questions? Don't ask about why Attack on Titan is now down on my account today.
Oh
no!
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Seriously?
it is. Let's just avoid
don't ask
talking
about it. Okay.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna. Are we broadcasting right now?
Recording.
No, we don't.
Okay, if that's the case, I'll just summarize it quickly. Some stuff's going on, and I can't go into complete detail as we are dealing with it currently.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's fine. Honestly, even if it needs to be uploaded somewhere else, it can be.
Right.
If anything, the 2.5 million views were just vanity. Oh, good. Doesn't everyone dream of that seventh digit? Mm. I've heard legend of the eighth.
Every day.
I heard legend of the eighth digit. Someday, episode 30, part 1. Someday.
All right. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome to Wachow. Oh my god, it's so cool. There's lots of fun shit for everyone to do. Hosted by Sci Guy, joined by other guys. You best listen up every time we go out. Review video games, discuss movies, penis and fart jokes, talk about movies. Everyone at home is set there saying, oh my god, these guys are funny. Come around every Wednesday night, bitch about crap that we don't like. Interview the guests in a friendly way. But did you realize you were gay? Logic, we don't have any. Maturity, you won't find it here. Virginity, your mother. Yeah. It's a podcast and talk show. Yeah. But it's just filled with dick jokes. Yeah. So hey, why don't you join us? Yeah. And listen to the goodness. Watch out!
It's like the King of the Nuts. I'm your host, Superstar Guy. Today we're joined by James. Yoav.
I opened a new channel called Gay there.
Gabby.
Pass the plushie, Scrumtacular.
Sean.
Shake it violently to make it bigger.
Cyberlink.
Fum, your ass got crack, I need some.
Falero.
Yo, what's up, motherfuckers?
Frob.
Zwatta Sanjo, Zwatta Kaiketsu.
Game Buddy.
I think I can go deeper.
Masako.
I'm really confused right now.
Katie.
You're not a single lady, honey.
And special guest Takahata 101.
Nailed it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Armin. Nice to meet you.
Is that Bobcat impersonation? Is that?
That's
That's Armin.
Oh.
wants to talk
I talked to Mokanai. What's going on?
Welcome to the show. Do you know you have a really great Twitter?
Me? My Twitter?
No, Armin.
Oh.
Yes.
No, not you.
Armin has a good Twitter? I have not seen it. What?
It's like Truth Armin or I don't remember. Whatever.
I-
Cheru's like, ah.
Like,
Not for any particular reason. She just likes going, ah.
That's just how she sounds.
pretty
She's a
much.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. If anybody here would like to ask a question, please mash your keyboard so I could tell who wants. Okay, Katie gets our own. I made a terrible mistake.
I'm gonna have some class here and just try to do.
What did you Control V that?
What the hell?
Okay. Anyway.
F song.
Anyway, Mr. Taka.
Yeah.
If you could be any kind of tree, what kind of tree would you be and why?
Oh man. A tree?
Yes.
I'd be a pine tree because it rhymes with fine tree.
Classic.
Baby.
Yeah.
Classic.
All right, Katie, you got the next one.
Okay. So, how did Team 4-Star become a thing?
Ponzi scheme. Next question. Is it legit answer? Just Skype chatting and just think tanking and ideas. No. Lots of short form. It's the abridged version of it, essentially. Just chit chatting, and we realized it'd be a good idea. It'd just be a good idea, so we followed through and we tackled it like in a manner that if we watched old episodes, we wouldn't kill ourselves. Which only episode 1 has that issue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's got the next one? Whoever has the next one, do it. Frob.
Okay. Takahata 101. What happened to the other 100?
Killed them all.
I can honestly say I've never been asked a question quite that stupid. So it's like,
I only ask stupid questions.
good man. Man. Actually, 101 is my favorite number, so I just became part of my icon on YouTube. Yeah, really original.
The other 100 are in his closet.
I always thought it was like a class or something. Like,
I could really turn into a douchey. Let me teach you. Time for some Takahata's 101. Takahata 101's Takahata 101.
I will take so many notes.
Do you want to make it on the internet?
No.
Let me tell you what works.
Let's see. Masako. Go ahead. Go ahead. You get number 5.
Okay. Let's say the 2 hypothetical situations that you could find yourself in. One, you could be a... Well, okay, 2 modern anime characters you want to be. Would you be Space Dandy, or would you be Gene Starwin?
I did not write that question, but okay. That's fine.
Oh, God.
Masako,
I'm sorry.
improv.
No, now
no,
it's
it's
official
okay.
now. We're here.
That's
We gotta know now. It's too fucking late.
Here's the thing.
Is that supposed to be something that went now? Oh, God.
I'd say Gene
crud.
Starwin for one reason. His rogues gallery of women is much better.
Also, question 5B, although I totally could request that. It's like, do you have get tired of every... Oh my God.
This
oh
Chris
my God.
fighting only found on the show.
Do you ever get tired of every woman on the planet going after your balls?
Oh God.
Now, come on, Taka. Let's get serious here. We're in a very mature and very wise debate here.
You're on Radio Masako.
What if they only go for 1 ball?
I'm surprised no one's asking any question if I have any.
And coming up on Wachow FM, we are now discussing with Takahata 101 about testicular fetishes.
I'm so insecure. I'm scared to cut my hair.
Oh,
so that's an answer. But I feel that the answer is convoluted.
Okay.
Testicles.
I am seeing someone right now. Yes.
Oh, that's good.
He's off the market, ladies. Or guys, I guess.
Shit. Okay.
I'm sensing some hidden feelings behind these questions, Sai. Is there anything you'd like to get off your chest?
Yes, I.
I know there's something he wants to get on his chest.
God damn it.
Taka's left ball.
Just
the one.
It's not the right one.
No.
Oh,
But
and that's not a...
Falero, ask the next one. The next 2, I guess.
Did we skip one, actually?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah, right. What is your least favorite character to voice?
Oh, definitely Scar, because it's probably never going to happen again. I'd say my least favorite character to voice, oh god, which one's just difficult to do? I'd say Lord Slug wins it, and I loved playing him, but like I could only record 5 lines a day because because I had to do like 20 takes of each line. Have you ever tried to enunciate sounding like this? Like already my chords are like, okay, we're good, we're good for the day.
Oh jeez.
Favorite? Armin's a lot of fun. Armin is a ton of fun, and people hate him. I know why, but I'd say the winner isn't Nappa. Nappa's fun to play, but I think voice, actually just letting the voice flow. definitely would be Alucard or the cell forms. They're just too much fun to do. Alucard especially. You can hear how much fun I'm having when I'm laughing. The best thing that people said, like when a guy actually commented, I can just see the shit-eating grin you have on your face when you're recording as him. I'm just like,
true,
yeah, damn straight, Skippy.
Yeah, you can.
Let me show you how white people is.
Whoa.
Is there a lot of improv with Armin, or was most of that like scripted out?
You just didn't have lines. It's just like since I wrote it, and like I wrote a majority of it, and Howard helped me co-write it. I'm just like, all right, and Armin makes sounds. I'll just have that there.
One time it's just like Armin. He's just here.
I had to actually redo the one part where he's talking about the gas tanks. So, you know, I go upstairs, right? Because I'm in charge of the gas tanks. You know, tink, tink. But the one thing... I'm like, where's the fuel? Is there any fuel? He's like, oh, we don't have any fuel. We don't got none of them. And I'm like, what do you mean? We haven't offensive. He's just like, I don't think they're fully prepared for this situation. I did like 30 takes for that, and the first 15 I did just weren't that good. I redid them. Because it was like, I said, go upstairs. 9/11. Why did that? And the best thing is for
Sorry.
What was that? What was your question?
I was gonna say, how are you gonna tweak him going forward?
I'm just saying the same. You know what? I go to Desert Bus, right? That's run by Loading Ready Run. They do the big charity event every year, and they raise like $700,000 this year. First thing I do is I walk into the event, and the guy who runs the event, Graham Stark, he's like, "Hey, Doc, how's it going, dude?" I'm like, "It's going pretty good, man. How about you?" Good. I saw Attack on Titan. Oh, thank you. Yeah, don't change Armin. He just stares straight at me. Don't change Armin at all. I'm just like, well, I guess I better not. Like, and almost anyone who makes a show has pretty much told me, like, because they saw that I was having issues with it because of how polarizing it was, and they're like, no, stay the course, and like, including like Das Bullshit from Gmod Idiot Box. He loved that. He loved Armin so much he actually used him in one of his latest videos. So that was pretty sweet.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that was fun watching that, and then like, why does this voice sound so familiar?
Oh yeah, because he actually used Armin for like the guy running out of the house. It's just like, and they fought Bob, and then and actually chatted with him, and then we ended up getting me to voice. He got me to voice the Let's Play Demon, which was a lot of fun. I really loved his stop motion animation for that. That was really well done.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Are you gonna cosplay anything Attack on Titan?
I actually was supposed to, but I wanted to actually cosplay as I realized. I love to cosplay as my OC, which is just me wearing sunglasses.
And the cape?
And I know
nothing else.
I'm gonna be the guy who's on the wall when the Titan first showed up, just doing a dance. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, the wall's great. Haha, nothing bad's gonna happen to me. I don't know. Is there anything about Attack on Titan? Nah, nothing really I could pull off. I mean, everyone has Mikasa. Oh, I'm Mikasa.
I'm gonna cosplay Mikasa. Do you want to be my twin?
Only if my boobs look bigger.
Yes, that's not hard to do.
I should cosplay as Ymir and just do that voice all the time. God, what's even going on anymore? Chris, I actually have like a talented actress playing Krista. Just have me doing my tranny voice for Ymir the whole time. That's what Attack on Titan is. The best and worst of acting at the same time.
Oh man, Tumblr's gonna love you for that one.
Oh, sweet. I remember when my vagina died. It was a sad day.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Gabby.
What?
You gotta read 7.
I gotta read 7. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you do an impersonation of your team members, and can you show us what a normal scripting session looks like through those impersonations?
No, I like to do my best. I would like to do my
impersonate
best.
Moscow first.
I would like to do my best Takahata impersonation actually. First. I just wanna. No, sorry. I'll do Moscow.
Sounds good.
Here you go. No, here he is. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I'm ever so sorry. I really enjoy playing Goku and Gohan.
That's how the scripting session starts.
I realize what I should do right now. I should reboot Naruto Abridged again. Love you, Masako.
I know. I know.
I can do it.
Damn my approval, damn it!
Valero, I swear to God, I will come over there and ask you nicely to make an episode of No Metal Alchemist. Remember when I told you it was a mistake not to put abridged in the title because it would hurt views, and then you put abridged in the title of your new project and it got more views? Isn't it weird when I'm right?
Ooh. You're such a humble guy, Taka.
No, F that. I'm right about that. I'm wrong about a million things, but I'm right about that. Have you heard my opinions about Batman? Oh boy. I
want to hear about Batman opinions.
I think The Dark Knight was one of the best Batman movies ever, and I think The Dark Knight Rises was the worst Batman movie ever.
I disagree with that.
I certainly agree with the first one.
Maybe not worse than in Robin.
No, I say that because at least in that movie, Batman was dressed as Batman for a good chunk of the movie.
Yeah, but he had nipples on his suit, and Batgirl didn't.
I don't care. I actually would have. Oh man, I would have loved to see George Clooney Batman fight Bane from the Nolan movies.
What is with your nipples, Batman?
Oh yes.
Quite frankly, I much prefer watching. I quite frankly like just Bane the movie. It's like a 25-minute YouTube video of just all the scenes with Bane in it.
Want to know why he wasn't dressed as Batman for that movie? Because what's his nuts playing Batman? He said he doesn't like being dressed as Batman because it's uncomfortable. So that he intentionally rewrote the movie to have as little Batman as possible.
Oh, did you?
And I'm just like, then you recast him. I'm like, at least we had Bane. Are we having a good time tonight? Would you like to see my vocal impressions? Wow, that was my Christopher Walken. Would you like to hear my John Knotts? Why is there so much Bane? John Knotts.
That's good, Bane. I like that.
You did good, Ben. You did good.
Dave.
What?
That's the next two, I guess.
Which is the next two?
8 and 8A.
8 and 8A. Okay. What is your favorite sound, and what is your least favorite sound?
My favorite sound would have to be, a Facebook update message when you're talking to a sweet honey.
That's so nice of you to say that about me.
My least favorite sound, the word crusty. Every time I read it, I'm just like,
It's your kryptonite.
It's doing its job, then. It's doing its job well.
Crusty. Okay, so who wants the next one? Don't all go crazy.
I'll do it.
Okay, Yoav wins. I'm sorry.
I win.
Surprise.
That's so funny. I don't even know.
I want the question. It's nothing particular. What is your favorite food?
This is a dish I make, actually. It's one of my favorite things to eat. Pretty much, here's what you do. Want to hear the recipe? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what you do. Take a whole head of lettuce, shred it up, wash it, throw it in. Bam. Take a whole giant thing of kidney beans, wash them up, throw them in too. All right. Now, what you do is then you chop up some tomato, toss in as well, and green pepper, chopped up, throw into this giant, enormous bowl. All right. Now you fry up a pound of beef. Since I'm Canadian, it's moose meat, and it's the leanest thing you can eat. Yeah, it's very delicious.
Oh.
It's like black. The meat is it's like just no fat because they get all their heat from their hide.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. Yes, and so fry that up. So you fry that up, you mix a bunch of Cajun powder and Mexican mix into that. Fry that up, then you put that in the fridge and you cool that down. Then you shred up a good chunk of cheese. You throw it on top of that. Then you throw all the meat on top of that. Then you break a bunch of crackers, a bunch of Tostitos and stuff. I put it on top. And here's the dressing. A whole small canister of Russian dressing. Not Mexican, Russian dressing. Because it mixes so perfectly with everything.
Russian dressing?
Never and I call it, and it has a name, but I'm going to rename it. It's called the Super Saiyan Salad.
Nice.
Super Saiyan salad.
So that's your favorite food, right? So what's your least favorite food?
My least favorite food? If I remember, it's actually another salad. I can honestly tell you it was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten. I was in Chicago. Not a shot against Chicago, but I was in Chicago, and I was at the airport. We're flying to Kaiser's wedding. And I went to this Chicago burger. So I'm like, I need to get me a Chicago burger, a Chicago dog, right? Like who doesn't want one, right? They're delicious. So I go to this hot dog place. I get this delicious hot dog. I'm like, I better get a salad too. All right. So what I was given could arguably defend it in court that it was salad. There was a few strands of lettuce, a tomato, and I kid you not, Tostitos and cheese. I'm just like. This is the worst salad, and it was bad cheese. It was not a good. I was like, this is disgusting, and I paid $9 so I ate every last piece of it.
Oh God, I've seen those. I've seen those.
It was so disgusting, and if I don't like it,
they have those in the Terminal 5 when I was flying out of Chicago too. So it was just like, oh God, they're awful.
God.
Terrible, and there's just so much of it. Oh God!
And I actually one of my least favorite kinds of food, and you're gonna find this ridiculous. I hate lobster.
Oh,
I don't like.
I don't find that ridiculous, actually.
It is gross. People are like, yes, you have to put lots of sauce on. I have to put sauce on something for it to be delicious. That's the case for everything. This is supposed to be fine dining. It was. I actually I got a lobster once, and it was just like I was like trying to fight to get my little strands of this greasy, chewy meat. It was like, oh, what the hell? I hate this. And
so
it's
do
kind
you
of
not like a whole lobster, or do you not like lobster period? Because there can be lobster in things.
I'll have lobster in things just as a whole lobster. No, I don't care for it.
I don't like whole lobsters either, but I like lobster bisque.
What if they're pets?
What if they're pets? then you are a weird person. It won't love you back.
No.
A cat.
No, Snappy.
He could try, man. He could try.
Snappy, no.
A lobster is immortal. It cares not for your mortal lifespan.
Snappy, the immortal lobster. No. All right. Who wants the next one? Don't all freak out.
I will.
Okay, Katie, I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
If you could turn into any animal in the world, what would you turn into, and what would you do?
Not a lobster.
A lobster's off the menu. That's that crisp what you can find in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. If you I like some animals, but they have a high chance of dying. No, I'm gonna go back to lobster because they're immortal. And I would never die. I would amass power very easily and very stealthily, and I would.
The best part is you don't have to see yourself.
It's true. That's true. That's how I do it. Yeah. With lobster.
If they're immortal, how are they eaten?
Dragons aren't real.
There's Komodo dragons.
You could evolve as a lobster.
Dragons, unicorns, fiscal Democrats, they're myths, okay? They don't exist.
I want to believe.
It has not been proven.
Great. Good God, Lemon.
Let's see. Cyberlink, did you get to ask one?
I did not.
Do you want it?
Sure.
Okay.
Can you turn Super Saiyan?
No. Next question.
Oh.
All right, and a slightly less dumb one because I'm not going to read number 12 right after number 11 because
I want you to read number 12.
I was going to ask, what do you think is? How do you approach writing differently for something that's obviously got a concrete ending like Dragon Ball versus something that's still ongoing like Attack on Titan?
For one thing, I realize with Attack on Titan, I can write long term in what I know because I've read the manga, so I can write up to that point. But anything else, like characters that are clearly not, I gotta be with that. Here's the best way of putting it. I write them close to what you're presented with, but never. And then I gotta go further with it. Let's look at Jean, right? It's like, what if he turns out to be a Titan like he won't be? That would be the dumbest thing ever. Characters that aren't touched base on a lot, I'm not touching base on them a lot. Characters that have a defined like character and there's no twists and turns with them, and if there is, it would make sense. Like let's look at Connie, John, Armin. Like there's not. I don't think you're going to get any twists with those characters, so I kind of know what I can do with that. But characters like Ymir and Krista, I don't know what to do with that, so I kind of cut them. But they only have like one scene anyways. Like Sasha, there's like it's when it comes to that, you gotta I gotta be careful while not being careful. It's that fine line. I don't even know how to accurately describe it. I just write what's funny, and I think that could be detrimental later on. Which is why I like Aaron, and some people are like, "Oh, but he seems to be like anti-gay." No, you don't understand. He is very dumb and socially inept, and possibly gay.
He's lashing out because of his deep down feelings.
No, leave. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's just go with that. Feed that. Like when I was reading the manga, I'm just like, "Welp, there's the pairing." Sigh, and of course I Google one image of him, and the first image of Levi is like him on top of Aaron, like trying to get his shirt off with his teeth. I'm just like, okay, first of all,
that just seems really inefficient.
He has skills, so he could rip that off from across the room. So do not. Number two, Levi is gay. He loves himself.
He don't need no man or woman. He got himself.
Exactly.
He goes home, he's got a mirror, and he's like,
I'm fine with
this.
How you doing?
How you doing, sweetie?
I went with writing like DBZA or Helsing, you could write long term. You could like write brick jokes really well. I believe like we've teased at tons of stuff. Like we teased at Trunks a long time. We've teased at parts with Vegeta. We tease the androids a lot, and like I think when you're running long term for something that you know the established ending of, then you can just have so much fun laying down groundwork, tracks ahead of time.
Okay.
Same goes for Helsing, though with Helsing, I'd say the challenge lies in trying to be edgy and witty at the same time, because you can easily destroy one or the other. And and I actually got some flack for the content of Helsing. Actually, this recent episode. Some people really did not like what we did with some of the decisions. People like, and I understand, because like if you're gonna offend someone, especially if you're on an edgy topic of humor, you're gonna offend someone. The point is that if you are offended, understand you should not take it personally. I will always believe that if someone's intending to actually cause you personal trauma, they have to know you or be directing it towards you. If you're just doing a presentation, like sometimes like some guy will do a bad joke and like people will be offended and like, oh, I'm offended by that. Okay. That wasn't the intention though. But, are you intending to offend me? I don't think it was supposed to be offensive, but not intending to offend you. I think that's the thing. That's where the people have to come 50-50 on their own. Because I have heard jokes that I get offended at sometimes on a private level.
On the show.
Not on the show. No. The thing is, I don't want to assume that they're lashing out at those kinds of people and stuff, but I find people who take things personally when they shouldn't are very frustrating.
Agree.
I'll just say, like, Rip Van Winkle, she's a social justice warrior. Like, we kind of played with that a little bit, because the one thing with her in the show, her whole point of her was she was bait. She was supposed to die. Alucard jobs her out hardcore, and she assumes that she can win against him, which is very foolish because she knows what he's capable of. And with why we went that direction, because it was just what do you do with that character? It's a blank slate. There's really nothing there. She's just this. She's crazy. She's off her rocker nuts. Now I have feminist friends who thought she was hilarious.
I thought she was hilarious.
and here's the thing. And people are like, do you not like women? I'm just like, no, but like Alucard will call bullshit out when he sees it.
Well, there's a big difference between like feminists and social justice warriors.
One is a reasonable argument, which I completely agree with. The other one is lunacy. But that's my opinion. That is my opinion. And it's all subjective when it comes to humor and stuff. But we did get a lot of flack for Hellsing. Do I regret any of it? No, because I wrote it knowing that it might offend someone. And if they chose to be offended, because I believe sometimes people can and cannot choose to be offended. It's whether they act on that, if that's what really comes down to. If people choose to be offended and they go after it, then I'm like, well, you're being very foolish. If people are offended and go after that, then it really did strike a nerve, and I do feel a little bit bad. It's not intentional. It's not intended. You're right to take offense. When people take offense but don't pursue it out because they know it'd be foolish to take it personally, those are the kind of people that I respect.
Okay.
Sorry, got real for a sec there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Right, let's talk about like ponies making out and shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Good. Somebody read the outline.
Oh, I watched the Brony documentary.
I'm sorry.
Did you?
Shit, no.
Am I not allowed?
No, go for
Yoav
it.
has pony PTSD.
Did you go to BronyCon?
Wait, no, he was in the fucking thing.
Hey, what do you?
I'm the Living Simpson. I'm that guy with no hair on.
Hey! Guess what, man? Guess what? Your part of the movie was one of the better parts because you came across normal.
That's actually true.
Adding you to my
That's
contacts.
the nicest compliment
I've
he's ever
watched
got.
you. Oh my God, I've watched you on Netflix. This is weird.
It's different from like watching somebody on YouTube. This is like,
Oh, I know, it's weird. And here's the thing. This is what I say. It gets points for having, I think, overall a good message, though skirting certain things, and it loses points for fedoras.
I should have just asked him not to wear them for the documentary.
You
But
know, only one thing about the movie. One thing is that I watched it after they finished it, and I watched it with my family because I'm part of the movie, and they wanted to see me in this. And 80% of the film is like, besides me being in it, I have no idea who the fuck is in this film. Like, people there are just random people in fedoras are just talking about how great the show is. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Clearly, somebody who likes fedoras.
Moscow, I'm just gonna point out Moscow has a fedora. He's got a fedora in his icon. He's got a fedora. I'm triggered.
It's a trilby, actually.
Well, no, the thing is, I watched it, and it was so. I mean, I watched the first 15 minutes, and it got to the British guy, and I had to shut it off because I'm just like, oof, this is gonna be a bit harsher. I mean, and I think after watching, I'm just like, you know what? The movie is, and I now know what I can say it is. While the King of Kong is a case study of ego, you know what I mean? Yeah. They took a look at something almost many people would assume is minor, but to them it's not. And I think the Brony documentary, though it had its issues, I think it was a good case study at supremely selective fandoms. If that makes any sense.
That does actually.
No, that does make sense. Yes.
That's a good way of looking at it. Like, regardless of the content of it. And I have some I have issues with what they did. I mean, like their interviews. Did they want to interview people? They can. They raise money for charity. Look at the good side, all the good stuff. Didn't touch base on the dark stuff, which I feel is a massive oversight. But then it would.
They just barely did during one of the song parts, but I felt like that was just kind of like strange.
Finish your comment on that. I'll explain something really interesting that happened during the production that I can reveal here after you finish commenting on the movie.
And the one I actually do feel like, and I would say like some of the bullying incidents, like that one story that guy had to deal with. I'm like, that's pretty scary. And then I'm like, and the like that like where he's like approached by a guy with a gun and stuff. I'm just, and here's what I say. I mean, and the guy seems like a really nice guy. What were you thinking putting a bumper sticker in the Deep South? What were you?
It was a decal, I think.
I mean, and I know it is bad to be bullied and singled out for what you like, no matter what. And I want you to understand that I will never defend bullying someone in any of that regard. But the environment he's in, doing something like that, will catch unwanted attention from negative people. It will, being that trans. But like, I want to be proud of what I do, exactly, and you should be. But where you live is dangerous for that kind of thing. You know, and that was the one big. That was my only big incident. Essentially, summed up. What do you think was going to happen?
Do you think they just ignore it?
Yeah, no. Many probably did, or many people just gave him sneers or stuff, and that sucks to be judged like that for something you like, no matter how weird it is, because in your mind it's not weird, But like when that happened, it was just like, what did you think was gonna happen? Eventually, you're lucky you were black and gay. You'd be dead.
That's harsh. Okay.
It's harsh, but that's the Deep South. It's a very scary place.
No, yeah, I know. I mean, I heard about this place. I've never been there, but
It's a very I mean, and I know some people from the Deep South that live more in the central cities, and it's not that. But if you go out, because he says he lives in a town where, like, the population of like 1,000 people, and if someone has lived in a small town, it's strange. It's very small town with small town worlds. Anything from the big city or like online internet, it's very close-minded, very strangling for culture. That makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's really. It's a really messy. There's even some parts of South America where if you go off the road, you might not come back.
Ooh.
As a Deep South resident, it's almost surreal. Like, you kind of like don't think about it, and then you'll hear about something happening or you encounter someone like that, and yeah, you just get brought back to reality. Like, yeah, this is pretty much a bubble, and it's...
No, it's true. And then when he touched base, he was like, I can't believe that happened. Like, how you live in South Carolina? I mean, come on, what? Come on, really? Oh, I didn't think you lived there your whole life. You didn't think it were going to happen. I mean, I think it was balls to him for being that proud of what he likes, though. Like, legitimately, like, damn, that's hardcore. But yeah, all right. Sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent. I could talk about that thing for hours about like just almost looking at different
Taka. Actually, Taka, there was something because I went and Yoav, you can probably like understand it because this was at Buck back in August.
Yeah.
And there was that guy from National Geographic. He was doing a documentary about Day of a Life in the Brony, and he was just like, you know how you say the Brony documentary, Taka, is a good example of how it kept up a case study, right?
Yeah.
This was probably like the complete opposite. This guy was just so patronizing, and he was just like he made so many kind of
which
errors
horse
and
is
everything.
the sexiest?
Yes.
Did it work with the Howard Stern show? Jeez.
Yeah, it was just like it's the day in the life of, those National Geographic documentaries, and it was just like, oh my god. So I was just up in the audience and just like arms crossed, and I just go like, yeah, I was there with Monty, and I was just like going like, nope, nope.
Yeah.
All the audience was just like going along with it, and they knew he was wrong, so they were kind of like taunting him a little bit. But it's just like that's a bad example.
Oh, did they film it?
Bad.
Oh, did they film it?
Yeah, this is a proper National Geographic documentary.
Oh, goody gumdrops! I wonder if editing will showcase their points as well as National Geographic.
No fucking way.
You'd be amazed what you could do on an editing room floor.
Hey, speaking of that, actually, that's what I actually wanted to mention about the film because as you saw, like basically they came to my house and they interviewed me and my parents and everything, and they had like really really long sections of my interview and stuff, and during my interview they actually asked questions regarding what do you feel about the people who don't like the show, those who always offend people about being bronies and whatnot. It's kind of like asking questions what you think about all the trolls that kind of like go against it. And I felt like, that at that point when they asked this question is that they had the idea of, also focusing on the bad sides of the fandom, which is great because I gave my answer that I explained that, I mean, that I don't agree with negativity, but if they have a good reason, like people not within the fandom acting like they have a reason to be saying weird stuff like every pony and bug and just, acting like a pony or something, then I would agree with the negativity because it means that you're not acting as a fan. You're just basically not acting as a human being, and with that I'm okay. And I give that answer and I agree with it and stuff. But they didn't include any of that stuff or any about negativity in the documentary itself. So I'm pretty assuming that they wanted to do that in the movie, but they just decided to drop it off because it would be too hard to kind of like talk about it and subject about it. They hinted about it, if you remember, in the animated portions of the film. They talked about Rule 34 or some shit, and that's it. They basically just commented about this because it's part of Mount Pony, and I don't know. I felt like it's either talk about it or not talk about it ever.
It's true. I actually read up. I wondered if there was any controversy, and I actually read up. The biggest controversy was the fact that apparently lots of the negative stuff was completely omitted from the final version of it. I think they just trimmed that out because they wanted to be more of a positive video, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I can understand why they would do that because they want it to be nicer, and then Delancey, like a lot of the actors, put a lot of money down on it. I didn't want it to make them look, because if they were embracing it and like supporting it, and then there was a really dark side, that means they were supporting the dark side. I don't think they were afraid of that association potentially. Right. I'm not saying that's how it is, but that would make the most sense. So when it came down to editing, if we're showing us all being all positive and supportive and encouraging all this, and there's a massive dark side, it could be misconstrued that we are supporting of that, and we don't have enough adequate footage saying that we don't support that, which would then completely derail the whole positivity of this whole thing. You can see how that could become a giant issue. That's kind of what I would assume happened, because if you were filming from both perspectives, that's how it could get kind of difficult. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we cannot stay away from the original question, though.
No, it's fine. No, this is good. This will lead to that'll be, who is your favorite pony?
Oh, without a doubt, I always like this. I always like the sporty fit chick, so I'd have to say Rainbow Dash. She's the sporty one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, then that one.
You done good, Taka.
The other sporty one.
I love a chick who can kick my ass.
All these buff chicks listening are like, yes, great.
I actually like strong women. I really like.
So are you submissive? Is that what we're trying to get across?
No, not at all.
Okay. All right.
Oh, like a fight.
Oh God.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. I'm so dumb. I should have figured.
Sai, is that the answer you wanted to hear?
Yes. Yes.
Again, don't be afraid to be honest, Sai.
I have had very intimate situations with Taka, so I'm pretty good.
I one time caressed his nipples.
Yes.
For the sheer thrill.
Oh man, holy crap, dude! We were standing in a hallway next to some chick. I'm going to remain anonymous, but she had a big hard on for you, and like you were all over me just because you were like inebriated, and she was just staring like.
What con was this?
YomaCon last year.
Oh, okay.
And she was just staring at me with daggers because you were like, "Oh, Sai, oh my god!" I was like, "Oh no!" And I
could do that to a guy because I'm being ironic.
No, I know it's funny, but she was like heat vision and like.
I'm so. I don't know. I think it would be pretty bad if I went up to a girl. I may not know or not know at all, and just all of a sudden, oh yeah, you. Let me feel your tits. I'm pretty sure. That's a sex offender list right there. No,
you're definitely right, but it was funny how jealous she was. Like, I was like, oh, man, I'm going to get it later. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, you only think you know, Sai. You've only seen the tip.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Well, I know. You want to know? I actually play DayZ, and I play DayZ with that voice. Well, aren't we having fun, gentlemen? This guy was chasing me with an axe down a highway. All right. So and he's like, and I turn on my mic, and he can hear me. Oh, look at me! I'm being chased by a young strapping lad. It must be my lucky day. And then he stops. He stops and turns towards the other direction. And I pull out my axe. Oh, is it my turn now?
Jesus.
And I didn't have fraps on. It crushed me.
Oh shit. Because people like you, this is why I enjoy DayZ so much.
Oh, dude, honestly, you spend all that time, like, then you have the 3 hours. Okay, where are you? Found you. Awesome. I gotta go. All right, peace. What happened? But no, yeah.
All right, who wants the next one?
Hey.
Go ahead.
Do you want to go to Dairy Queen?
Yeah, let's go to Dairy Queen.
Yay.
Let's
I
make it
won't be
a
alone
thing.
this time.
Do you wanna like make out?
Find me Dairy Queen first.
I'll be your ghost snapper.
Okay.
So that leaves us Dave. Dave, you can ask the next one then.
Okay.
Well, Dave, good job. Dude, good work on the newest Flash animation. It was amazing.
There you go. I really appreciate that.
Yay, Dave!
Yay, Dave!
Yay, Dave!
We'll talk about that at the end of the show. Where's it? Where are we? What number?
15.
15. Okay. Is Nappa truly dead?
No, he's alive, and he's a Hollywood producer. Have you been watching the fucking show?
No.
What is he dead on the inside?
I'm pretty sure that's not a thing.
Aww.
Wait, he works for Hollywood. Of course he is.
That's
He is figuratively dead.
I sold my soul a long time ago for that 8-digit motherfucker.
Ka-ching!
Cash them checks, dollars and bills.
Who did everybody get to ask one, or did we skip somebody?
I think you skipped 13.
Go ahead,
13 is the
Sean.
person.
What are we skipping? Oh, we did skip 13. You can ask 13.
So, what's the one question you get asked the most?
How do I become a professional actor like you? Tell you what.
Professional.
When I become one, I will let you know. Well, it's very interesting. I'll tell the story. I was actually this is interesting because a lot of actors and a lot of like new people who watch our show want to get into voiceover and stuff. They approach us and they ask us how to do it. And this one guy's like, where do I apply to be a voice actor? I facepalm pretty hard, but like there's no set route to anything in that, especially nowadays. You can get a role for name power. You can get a role based on auditioning. You could, like, honestly, be in the right call, create a concept, and give yourself the role, which is the best way to get work. Best way to get work? Be in charge of the project.
Not the best way to make money.
Oh, if you can monetize it, hell yeah. Hey, less actors you have to use, the less money you have to spend.
True.
Mm-hmm. But I was at Anime Expo a couple years back. I was like sitting at a booth. I was running a booth with myself and Eagle Raptor at the time, and me and him both got about 35 business cards from actors.
Oh.
He tossed his. I kept mine for a collection. It was very. I don't know what he did with his. I don't think he even accepted them. Partially, I don't even know. I was paying attention to my side of the table. I have no idea what was going on. But it's very interesting. Hey, here's my business card, and I always go, I don't know you. You might be a cool guy, but like we have this set group of actors, and we have like a finite amount of roles, and like this one guy, I can sound a lot like you. I think I should get into voiceover with you. Hell no, I'll kill you. I don't want anyone who sounds like me.
There can only be one.
No, like, and that's the big thing. Is like it comes down to like, well, we have a tight knit group of people, but you involve new actors, yes, because they sound completely different and they're talented and chill people. Because we won't, and we'll involve people who don't get a fat head about working with us,
Yeah.
And that's very important. Like that's why we've like used Ivan so much, because Ivan's a really, really, really legitimate actor. We're like, hey, Ivan, we need to get you in to do this Giraud guy. Oh, okay. I guess I will. And he actually, I'm glad because we're not done with him because he's still in Helsing as Ricardo Maxwell, and he's going to be coming back in the Return of Cooler movie.
Yes,
nice.
Which I'm really excited about. Because I'm still pushing for it to be a musical, but they won't let me.
That'd be fun. I'd be down for that.
Don't you know that I am cooler? So just having Ivan sing a song is cool. I'm just like, can we just have that? Because I just want that.
just to have it forever.
Actually, I realized, and I had this idea what I really badly wanted to do, and we realized it won't work. Because, like, when all the coolers show up, they all show up on a hill. I wish there were, like, a couple walked around different angles, and we almost treat it like The Matrix. You're not here because we're here because we're not free. There's no escaping purpose, no denying. Like just start playing the music again. Dun 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 go cute. Dun 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 dun. He starts singing the song. Dun 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 dun. It just cooler falls down. More dun dun dun, and just more coolers keep pouring out of like rock ravines. Oh no, it's a lot of these guys, and then like. Literally, all of a sudden, if we could do it, just all of us have him pull out the power pole. Hey, hey, ho, hee, hee. It just does like the pole thing. Just have it all slow mo and stuff. I would die for that. I would love that, but we can't have it because it doesn't work that way. We can't have that, guys. We live in a world where that can't be a thing.
What's the point of living then?
God damn it, guys.
But no, actually, one of the most common questions I can actually touch base on number 17 too. So,
okay, all right. Who wants to ask 16? Mm-hmm.
I will answer 16.
All right, that I ran into that. That hurt. I'm sorry.
Give it to Jeremy.
Jeremy, do it.
Okay. What is your favorite and least favorite movie?
Oh, least favorite movie. That's a favorite movie of all time. It is a guilty pleasure movie, and I will always watch it when I have spare time or it's on TV. The Fifth Element.
Oh, hell yeah.
For fun reason, that movie can have fun. That movie was so fun. Every the comedic cuts between scenes and a drama, and like a comedy action movie. It was an action movie with like some brilliant chop work and editing. It was just so funny. Like when they jump back, where are the stones? Cuts back to the girl. Stones aren't here. Maybe the stones aren't there. They're not here. It was just that scene. I'm just like, this is brilliant. This is so brilliant. This is so much fun. And then Chris Tucker. I don't know how that man was that funny. How Chris Tucker could be that hilarious. But every time he opened his mouth, I laughed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And I enjoyed it so much. Least favorite movie. It's going to be a good movie that I just found depressing. Oh, what was it? Oh, I'm trying to think of the right depressing movie I watched. Where I was just like, why would I watch it?
No.
Oh, I watched Jacob's Ladder when I was 13.
Oh no.
That was the worst movie experience of my life. It was at a friend's birthday party. Yeah, my mom said this is a really good movie. Okay, good and objectively good are a different thing. Well structured and well told story is great, but if it's a good movie for a birthday party is something stupid and inane, not something that's I hated my life at the end of that movie. I was just like, oh. I was going to say that was probably one of my worst birthday party experiences was watching Jaywalk.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, Jacob's Ladder apparently is a very good movie. I never going to rewatch it again.
So good movie, not good for birthday parties. Gotcha. All right.
Valero.
well,
will you ask 17 as Monokuma? Because I just want to hear it.
Why would you? Okay.
Good voice.
Let's see.
Harmonize with me.
Guys, I don't think I can hang.
What has happened?
I have no idea.
Any advice you have for people wanting to start their own abridged series and/or voice acting? Oh God.
Put abridged in the name of the end. Good night, everybody.
It's sad, but it's so true.
That's the market, and I you put abridged in the title, it's more likely to get views. And it's so messed to say, but it's true. You know, that's kind of how it is nowadays. I think Nun Piece and Code Ment, I think, are superfluous, and Null Metal too, to a certain extent. Definitely. But any advice, and here's the advice I give to anybody, is if you're going to get in, try and start doing this, you got to try. Back in the day, we got to phone it in, and it was so convenient. But nowadays, you can't. You really can't phone it in anymore. When it comes to voice acting, you either have to have enough range or enough actors who can perform the roles properly, or it won't be well received. Or, that's a big deal now. Back in the day, you could just be one guy doing all the voices, and you could get away with it. Someone maybe can get away with it, but not as well as a well-done production. One thing is commit to the project. If you don't commit, your fans won't commit. Or any potential fans won't commit, if that makes any sense. A big trend is now they do shorts. They short little 1 minute parodies and stuff. That's what a lot of guys are doing. And I'm just like, why? Why would you do that? Well, it's because it's easy. That's okay. It's because it's easy. It's made a reason why I wouldn't do it. What's that? What's that? 5 episodes of Attack on Titan, 20 minutes? Let's see if we can make sense of this. Challenge accepted. It's if you gotta And when it comes to writing comedy, and this is a big thing, and Moscow and anyone who else writes comedy can understand. A lot of you guys are going to agree with me. Remember how funny it was when you first came up with the joke, because that's the reaction you're hoping the fans will have. Yeah. Its initial reaction. Humor is it's like slowly winds down. Once you've done a joke 30 times over in your head, it's not funny anymore. And if it stays just as funny, that means it's a very strong joke. If it's not funny after, you got to remember that initial reaction. You know, you have to be able to gauge that. I will run scripts past multiple people. Like I ran Attack on Titan scripts past 8 people who found varying things to be funny. I ran it past Antfish. I ran it past Ganjing Ba. I ran it past 2 other guys you probably wouldn't know. I ran it past 2 of my friends who don't even like the abridged stuff. And they found it funny. So I'm like, well, I feel pretty strong about this script. Because I ran it past a bunch of different filters. And whatever passed through all the filters was definitely what was going to resonate strongest with everybody. And that is very true to when it came out. One thing, Armin got a reaction. He got a reaction, all right. But the second episode, I want you all to be prepared for it. Connie and Armin have a conversation.
Whoa.
Oh my God, what's going on?
They just like form into one being.
I wanted to choose it to Conan. Or Army. Army!
Army. Oh my God.
Done.
What's going on? Oh God, it's a monster. Kill it.
No, don't!
Don't kill it.
It's too beautiful.
Oh God. Sean.
He's dead.
I give up.
I can't do it
anymore. And as for voice acting, just stay at it. Stay at it. Even if you're not auditioning for something, pretend to be a character for a while. Try and iron out a voice. Always work on it every day. It's the only way to truly improve, is to keep working at it. There's no like, oh, I can do this magic voice and I can instantly be a good actor. If I was the best actor in the universe, I would still not book everything. Let me tell you. Like, I auditioned for tons of things against people who are so much more talented than me. It's horrifying. And I've yet to really book a lot of things. But I managed to eventually I do book 1 or 2 things. Because I keep trying at it. You got to remain consistent and never let up. It is an industry of rejection. So you have to get used to the fact that you're going to be rejected 99 times out of 100.
Okay.
That's the best advice I can give.
You have to, just to that, to go back to what you were saying before, is you can't take that personally either. Because they're not rejecting you as a person, they don't want your specific voice. They don't need the tools you're bringing to that project. So you can't take it personally. It's okay to feel bad for not booking a really cool job, but you can't say, oh, well, they rejected me because I suck and I should just quit. Because that's it's counterproductive.
The biggest problem with casting directors sometimes is they have too many talented people for a role. They just have to pick one.
Yep.
Because I've sat there on the judgment line of the top 5 before, and I've just not gotten it many a time. Just because when you're trying out against guys like Tomomoto and stuff, it's like, oh boy. Like, he's like a 10-year veteran. The guy is incredibly talented. So it's like, the fact that I get to try out against them, though, is really cool. I actually, then like you'll try out for like this thing, you bust your ass just trying to record for this one thing. You don't get it, even though you felt super strong. Then you just like see this one project. You're like, sure, I'll shoot an audition. Then you find out you book it. You're like, what? And for me, that was this is anime OVA actually. That's they're gonna be doing a big Kickstarter about it, and I actually got cast alongside Lucian Dodge and stuff. Cool. A bunch of legitimate like actors in LA. I'm playing all these like legitimate actors who've gotten like real paid gigs and stuff. And then I'm playing their commanding officer.
Oh, cool, dude.
Wow. I just auditioned with this for the most part, you know. All right, kids. Problem right now is just that kind of thing. Like, it's kind of weird like that. Like that's kind of almost like Commander, that aloof commander scratching his chin. Like, yeah. And I got it. I was like, what? The audition took me like 2 minutes. Why didn't I book the one that took 2 hours? That's just the nature of the business. So you got to get used to that kind of stuff for happening. And I'm still really cool that I booked that.
I almost want to message them. I almost want to message the guys. I'm like, hey, I want to take my side. Hey, you know that I'm the guy who does the abridged stuff, right? All right. No,
no. See, yeah, that's.
I'm like the least legitimate actor out there. They're like, no, I didn't. I usually message me. He's like, yeah, I really look forward to working with you, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm like, okay, cool. I do this thing. Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. This is funny. I'm like, okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Did I just get a roll for? Did I just get a roll for talent? Oh my god, that feels amazing.
That's one of the things I love is it is based on rejection, but like most casting directors, like you said, you get booked on talent, they won't give a damn about anything else you've done. Like unless they're obviously casting for celebrity, but you'll be like, what? I can't believe. And they're like, yeah, well, we liked your voice.
And I like to say, as an unbiased person, there's nothing wrong with getting cast in any video game production or visual novel that anyone listening might be doing based on a name. I would love to. No, here's the thing. And here's the argument. I actually got into a debate with someone about
Taka,
this.
I'm right here. You can talk to me. It's okay.
No, here's the is it wrong to be cast based on previous accomplishments? I don't think so. I think you will get cast based on that if you're really well known for doing something really well, which you have earned that kind of that, I'm going to use air quotes, notoriety by being good at doing this one thing, you know? And I think if people want to cast you based on that reason, it is their complete right. And one of the things is why, because I have been stunt cast in a couple projects that aren't out yet, but I was perfectly fine with that because I know I can act and they know I can act. You know, whether or not they can find a better actor is their preference. They don't want another actor. They'd like to work with me. So, like, my one was like, well, you have to try out this list of all these actors who could beat me out for a role, technically. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to shirk away from work if they give it to me, offer it to me, because no one would. Because it'd be very foolish. You know?
Well, that's just... Yeah, the negative thing is to say, oh, people get typecast. But here's the thing, like, there are lots of guys and gals, too, who, like, you hear in a lot of stuff, like, they as protagonists.
Just say Todd Habercorn. Just say it. Just say Todd Habercorn.
Yeah. Well, yeah, guys like Todd or even like Johnny Young Bosch or tons of the Canadian guys. They have protagonist voice.
I mean, all 8 voice actors in Canada?
Exactly. But you hear them a lot in those same roles because the casting directors know for a fact that they can do that type of voice. And so are they going to, say, pick from a small pool of actors they know can nail it? Or are they going to hold this huge audition and narrow it down to the guy they already know can do the job to begin with?
Absolutely. And I think it should always be a healthy mix of both.
Yeah.
I think totally every now and then you should inject some new guys in, then work with everybody, inject some new guys in, work with everybody, inject some new guys in, work with everybody.
Sounds like drugs.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to be it for us today. There's a link to a fan fiction, but it's been an hour, so we won't subjugate you to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was there time limits? I would shut this fucked up if that was the thing.
Man,
no, it's fine. It's totally fine.
We usually don't do fan
It was more for the sake of
It'd be too
having
much
it.
fun.
It's cool, but no, we wanted to thank you for being on. You're a great guest. Thank you for coming with us today.
Oh, I should like poop on a table or something.
All right, go ahead.
That's your prerogative.
Still got time.
Just a couple things at the end.
Ah, YOLO.
Jeez. Oh.
Just a couple things at the end here. Dave and I have released Bomberman Does a Thing. It's on doesathing.com. You should check it out. Jeremy here voices Bomberman. Yay. So go check it out. Rob, you want to talk about things?
Doing a new show called VG Voice, which I'm the editor, and Gabby's announcer lady, and Side's writer, and everybody else is watching it. So, yeah.
I might be helping too.
And maybe Cyberlink.
Cyberlink, Jeremy have a thing, yeah?
Yeah, we talked about this in a previous episode a little bit, but last night the first episode of Persona 4 The Abridged finally went up with a lot of us involved, me, Jeremy, Falero, Martin, a bunch of our normal actors as well. And it's definitely a little bit more off-kilter, a little darker, a little more risque than
It's one
some of the
continuous
other
dick
stuff.
joke.
It is one continuous dick joke, but everything is there for a reason.
Hey,
And
there's some vaginas in there.
that's true. We're very equal opportunity in that regard. But you can check that out at youtube.com/p4abridged.
Cool. And Tombstone?
Well, I just wanted to announce that next week I'll be uploading a very interesting remix. I'll be remixing Let It Go from the movie Frozen.
Oh.
Nice.
Very excited about that.
Cool.
Because they basically finally, someone on Tumblr basically posted the cappella, just the vocals of Idina, what's her name again? Got her
Elsa.
name.
Idina Menzel.
Elsa, yes, whatever. So yeah, I finally grabbed that. That's her real name. That's how she knows when she auditioned for the role, and she's not that Elsa plays as herself. Anyway, so basically, so I'm very excited about this because I really wanted to do a remix of it ever since I watched the film, and a lot of people are excited for me doing a remix of it. So it's gonna be next week. Very excited.
Cool. All right. And Taka,
Yes.
you have a nice butt.
Well, that's only because when God was making me, they ran out of white dude asses. So they're like, can we put a black girl's ass on that? And they're like, hell yeah.
All right, cool,
It's like
guys.
Mr. Potato Head. You can just mix and match parts.
Join
You
us
really can.
Join us next time when Masako is going to make out with Falero.
Yeah. What?
I can't wait.
All right, cool, guys. Take it easy. Everyone say goodbye.
I will find you.
All right, go.
Hey guys, let's be real for a second. I know I can identify with a lot of sexually repressed feelings about the cast of Wachow. I mean, the entire cast. Yeah, I know it's hard to express. So, what I'm saying is, you can make all of your wildest fantasies come true by purchasing a seat on Wachow.
That's certainly right, Jimmy. I purchased 3 years ago, and they still can't get rid of me. And someday, that could be you too.
I'm the reason that you had to click on my
I just wormed my way in and they wouldn't get rid of me either.
I was just a girl.
I'm not wearing any pants.
I guarantee it will change your life. Maybe not for the better, but I
For
guarantee
the
it will
best.
change.
But for the best.
But it
Not
will
for the better,
change.
for the
Oh,
best.
yeah.
Katie, this is
Tombstone.
why we pay you the big bucks.
Tombstone, if you had to rate Wachow on 1 to 10, how many 11s would you give it?
900.
20% cooler.
Shut up. About 1 million, I guess. I don't know. I'm just coming up with a number.
Good.
$1 million? That's a lot.
Hold on.
If I hadn't spent all my money on crack, I'd spend it on a Wachow seat.
I wasn't recording. I wasn't recording that
Dang it.
part.
Oh, you lost it now. It's gone.
You can't, okay.
If you want to find a good place to hide your corpse, Wachow is the place.